Hi guys, Marie here from Thankful to Live. I am getting ready to make some Spanish food for dinner, and I figured I'd bring you along so that you can see how I make my Spanish food. I'm making white rice, kidney beans, and chicken fricassee. So, arroz blanco, habichuela, y pollo fricassee. So this is how I do it. The first thing I do is obviously wash my hands, which I already did. And then I use some of this Smart Balance oil. Some people like to use pork grease, or maybe they'll do bacon, but because I'm making white rice, I'm just gonna use 2 tablespoons of the Smart Balance. You can also use coconut oil if you prefer. I just like this one. So, and then you take 2 cups of white rice. I use jasmine rice, but you can use any type of rice that you like. So then you're going to pour that in the rice pot, and then you're going to use 2.5 cups of water. So 2 cups of white rice and 2.5 cups of water. Now I use filtered water. There you go, and there's 2. I'm always spilling water everywhere. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so there's. Okay, I put I put a cup instead of half a cup, but that's okay. That's okay. It'll still turn out. Okay, so then I'm gonna get one of these spoons, rinse it, and I'm gonna put about how much salt do I put in it? Like maybe just a little less than a teaspoon. Just about that much. Can you see it? That's about that much. And I use pink Himalayan salt because it's better for you, but you can use your regular white iodized salt if you prefer. And then I'm going to put it on high, and I'm going to cover it just until it gets warmer, just to so that it warms up faster. So let me just mix it real quick, cover it, and I have to watch it because if I don't watch it, it'll boil over. So while the white rice is being done, that was quick, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and do the beans. And for the beans, where's my beans? Oh, they're in the microwave. Because what I do is I use the dry beans. Let me show you. Okay, so I buy these dry beans. These are pinto beans, but I use the kidney beans for today. I put them in water overnight, and then I cook them, and then I freeze them in containers, in in the portions that I'm going to do for the day for my family. So it's frozen, so I put it in the microwave to defrost it, and here it is. So here's my beans, but before I put the beans in, another thing that I do is that I buy the sofrito. Sofrito is the green mix that we make with garlic and cilantro and recao and all the yummy Spanish stuff. So I freeze them in ice cubes, and that way when I go to use it, it's already portioned for me and it lasts longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an ice cube of sofrito, and I'm gonna put this in medium. The rice is on high until it starts boiling, and then I'll tell you what I do later. So let's see. So I have the sofrito there for the beans. Get another spoon. Rinse it. The next thing I'm going to do for the beans, I like to put a little bit of olive oil in the beans. I don't know why, I don't know, I just do. So I'm just going to put just a little drip of olive oil, and I'm going to cook the sofrito in the pot until it is no longer frozen. Okay, so while that is happening there, I am going to start with my chicken fricassee, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put 1 cube of sofrito in there, and I'm going to put it on medium, and I'm going to cover it so it cooks faster. And while that is happening, I'm going to peel the carrot and the potatoes, which is going to be for the beans. All right? So, go. Usually I rinse it and then peel it, but I'm just peeling it first and then rinsing it, which is fine as long as it's rinsed. Okay. And this I usually do in the sink, but I didn't want to leave you alone. So, okay, so there's my carrot. And then I'm going to peel my potato as well, because it's yummy in the tummy. I will have all the ingredients in the description box, so that you know exactly what I used for this. Okay? Gosh, I hope this video is not going to be too long, because I don't like watching long videos, so I'm not going to do to you what I don't like done to me. So I'm going to try to keep it as short as I possibly can without compromising quality. This is my fight song. I can sing. That's entertaining. All right, so I'm going to rinse these. All right, so my carrot and my potato is ready. Let me check this real quick. Yep, it's good. Takes a while for that to warm up. All right, so I already rinsed the knife, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this tip from the carrot and then the other tip. And if you are a chef, I apologize. I am not the best at cutting stuff, so don't be worried. I'm not gonna cut myself, I hope. And if I do, it's all worth it. And if the carrot falls on the floor, I don't have to worry, because Stormy likes to hang out and eat it, and it won't hurt her. It's actually good for her. This is actually a tomato knife. You know, the one that has a little teeth in it. I have better knives than this. Quite honestly, I'm just being lazy right now. Okay, so this is boiling, so I'm going to uncover it. So I need it uncovered so that it dries. I'm going to do a little mix. This is the rice. See, but we're going to mix it until that dries. So leave that there. And then I'm cutting the carrots. I'm going to go ahead and put the carrots in. Put a little bit of water in this, in the beans. Alright. A little bit of water that I have left over from the rice, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the beans. So I put about half a cup of water. And now I'm going to add the carrots to the beans. Cover it. Now I'm going to cut the potato. And the potato pieces, I'm going to cut them just a little bit bigger than the carrots, because it cooks faster. And so you want to make sure that everything is, that nothing is overcooked or undercooked. So, there you go. Alright, and there goes my potato. And while I have it open, I'm going to go ahead and put the beans in there. It's a little bit frozen, but that's okay. No big deal. And let's see. Okay. So for beans, I use these two. I put the ham, Goya ham, sabor a jamón de cocinar. So this is ham flavor. And this is Sazon Goya, which is, it has culantro and achiote, which is two spices that we use in Puerto Rico. So I open them both, and I just pour them on top. And then I'm going to take some tomato paste, which comes in a can, but I just use a little bit at a time, and I just pour it in a Tupperware. Get a spoon, rinse it. And I'm going to take about that much, about a teaspoon. And I'm going to pour it in there. And then I think I'm going to put just a little bit more water in there. Just enough to have caldito, which is the yummy juice from the beans that people people love to eat with white rice. Okay, and I'm covering it. And that should be good enough for the beans. The beans don't need anything else. Some people add ketchup to it or pieces of ham, but I don't have it today, so I'm not using it. But it definitely tastes better if you like ham to put ham in it. So, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of water in here, about a cup of water. So remember, I had the sofrito in here cooking, and now I put a cup of water in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to mash garlic in the pilon. Just one. By the way, my rice is drying. So I put the garlic in the pilon, and there's oregano in there as well. So I'm going to mash those two together. But let me go ahead and turn the rice down because it's dry enough for me to go ahead and mix it one more time. Turn the stove down to 3 or low. Low. And cover it. And the rice is ready. I don't need to touch it again until it's done. And the beans are cooking, and now I'm going to work on the chicken fricassee. I have the sofrito and a cup of water. So what I did earlier is I seasoned these chicken breasts, pieces of chicken breast. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a fork, rinse it, and I'm going to go ahead and pour them in there. I already seasoned it with garlic and oregano and Himalayan salt, pink salt. I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken in there, and I'm even going to use the juice from it. There's like a little marinade sauce in there, and I'm using it because that's delicious. So you need to put no more salt in it if you've already seasoned the chicken, and there's all the garlicky yumminess. I actually don't need to mash any more garlic because that should be enough. But since I already opened it, I might as well. You can't have too much garlic. I mean, hello. The garlic. Alright, so I'm even going to leave it in big pieces like that so it's nice and crunchy and yummy. Alright, here you go. And I'm going to rinse. And same thing for the fricassee. I'm going to go ahead and do 1 teaspoon of tomato paste in the fricassee. And I have some alcaparrados, which is green olives, the ones that are pitted. They don't have the seed inside, so yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pour some olives in there. Almost done, guys. And put a little bit of the juice in there, too. Alright. And Goya, you know Goya should pay me some money. I'm advertising for them. Anyways, this is the cooking wine that we use for chicken fricassee. And I don't really measure it. I just kind of pour it until, say half a cup. And, let's see, it doesn't need salt because I already seasoned the, hello. Can't forget my sazon. So I put a sazon in there. And what I forgot to do earlier was to put black pepper in it, so I'm going to go ahead and put some black pepper in there. And sometimes I also put carrots and potatoes in the chicken fricassee, but I already put them in the beans, so I'm not going to add them, but you can add them as well. You can also put bigger pieces of green pepper and onions towards the end. You don't have to, but it's nice to do that. And that's it. So now I'm going to turn it up to about 6 each, just a little over medium for the beans and the chicken fricassee. The rice is on low, and you give it about, I say for the beans 20 minutes, and then for the chicken fricassee 30 or 35 minutes. Just kind of play it by ear, just kind of watch it, and you'll know when it's done. Anyways, there is your Spanish cooking class. I hope you enjoyed it. If I forgot something, or if you have a better way of cooking this? I'm sure you do. Please let me know, and please like this video, and have yourself a great evening. Love you guys. Bye.